Hello everyone, and welcome to the channel. After discussing the nature of awareness in the last video, the nature of freedom and awareness similar, today I would like to point to a very simple thing which is part of daily life, but it's quite neglected, and because it is quite neglected, it becomes the reason of a lot of pain and a lot of sorrow in our life. It has been mentioned into many scriptures in Hinduism, like Upanishads, or even in Buddhism it has been mentioned, and it is a central aspect of how we live our life, but we keep making this mistake in our life. So I thought maybe it would be nice to talk a bit about it today. When we make some decision in our life, okay, and the decision regarding something external in the world, some object, some person, something, and mostly everything is categorized on the basis of if something is useful or if something is not useful. Okay, the another way of saying it is if something is pleasurable or if something will give us pain. So how can we really point this out? That when we do this, we clearly neglect the fact that who is creating the criteria of deciding whether something is painful or pleasurable or good or bad. So the central question, which is neglected always, is for whom? Okay, a person is beautiful. For whom? A dish is delicious. For whom? Something is healthy. For whom? This question is the kind of a backbone of investigation in meditation. That if you do not ask this question, you miss a lot of stuff. Especially for the people who struggle to be attentive and aware during the day, this question could be a very nice helping hand. You could make a sticky note and put it on your laptop, on your wall, where you have written "for whom" with a question mark. And during the day, as you keep making your decisions for everything, keep asking for whom, for whom, for whom. Now what it does is, it tells you about yourself in a way that you might not be able to be aware of why you're doing something, but you could ask yourself, like, this person is beautiful. For whom? Okay, I'm declaring that this person is beautiful. Why am I declaring it? Right? What's my criteria for saying someone is beautiful? This person is desirable. For whom and why? So every time you make a decision, you learn something about yourself, that why you make a decision like that. Okay? And what kind of person you are. Your decision is telling you what kind of person you are. Okay? I'm looking for someone's company, whether through scrolling social media, trying to text someone, calling someone. It tells me that I'm looking for company. So what kind of person am I who is looking for company? I'm looking for delicious food. Okay, for whom? Okay, why? What kind of person I am if I'm looking for delicious food? I'm looking for sexual pleasure or any kind of pleasure. Then what kind of person I am who is looking for pleasure? Okay, so this central question of for whom could actually open up many doors for you. And you can write these things down in your notebook. You could make a small meditation notebook where you write every day that, okay, I'm looking for this kind of things, I'm making this kind of decisions about these things, and I asked for whom and why, and it told me that I'm this kind of person. It told me that I'm this kind of person. And start exploring yourself through this way. So even though you don't have a strong sense of awareness during your actions during the day, you could still learn a lot about yourself by just being analytical, just by collecting data about yourself. Okay, and then eventually when you have enough data, you would observe also that things are repeating themselves, that you don't infinitely change in a way, like you don't ask for things which are new every day. You will keep asking for whom and why, and you will know something about yourself, and then you will see those kind of patterns of you that you have discovered by this method. Those are repeating, maybe every day, maybe every week, maybe every month, and you are repeating them, right? So this one way of, first of all, trying to know about yourself by collecting the data, and second is you can also see that as you know about yourself, you see the repetitive nature of yourself. You see how you are cyclical, how you are mechanical. You repeat in patterns, you live in patterns. So whenever some teacher has said your life is full of patterns and this and this, and get free of the patterns, instead of that being a conceptual or a verbal statement, you would start feeling it more, because you would have enough evidence based on your research, by asking for whom, and why, and what kind of person would do this kind of choice. And as you have noted it down, your understanding of yourself will be more based on evidence and not just words. So that would really help you to see that what kind of person you are. And the second thing that would happen, which is connected to that, is you would see that you are living in patterns. Okay, and then the question would arise, are you comfortable living in patterns, or would you prefer to see that if there is a living which is not in pattern, if there is a living which is out of patterns? I think that question is quite relative, depends. Maybe someone will say, no, I really enjoy living in patterns and I'm quite fine living in patterns. And someone might say, no, I would like to inquire what is it to live without patterns, where the patterns are not existing. So that could open the door for that question. That could also give you a clarification. First of all, if you are not opening that door for that question, at least you have discovered how you are and you're living in patterns. So it already eases your life in a way that you have some kind of self-knowledge, the way of how you live. And if some of the aspects you want to change, then you can work on them. And if some of the aspects you like, you can keep them, whatever. But that's only for the person who is not asking the question, what is it to live without patterns? The purpose of our channel is to ask that question. What is it to live without patterns? So you would only ask that question honestly if first you can see and feel really strongly that you are living in patterns. Okay, and then only the question of breaking the patterns can come. So I would request you to use this tool, use this thing that has been provided to us by the ancient teachers of always asking for whom. Okay, this thing is good, for whom? This thing is right, for whom? You are a bad person, for whom? You have betrayed me. Who is betrayed? Why the person feels betrayed? And keep noting those things. Make a notebook or something, and you would discover so much about yourself that you never thought. Okay, you would discover so many things that you would not believe that you are this kind of person, because those decisions are easy to observe, but it's very difficult to observe what is the source of those decisions. So instead of observing the source of decision, if you can, that's very nice. But if you cannot, then what could help is apply an analytical way of going steps back. I made this kind of a decision. Why would someone make this kind of decision? Be neutral. Don't say why I made this decision. Just see why would anyone make this kind of decision. Be neutral and step back logically. Okay, this is the kind of person maybe you will be. And then it will give you a better and clear understanding of yourself. So I hope I could provide this nice tool for you, and apply it and try it. Even if you try it for a week, you will see it does lots of wonders. Okay? Don't think to attempt the difficult thing straight. I know it's a human thing, and I'm really tired of even going on YouTube and a lot of people talking about life after enlightenment, things after enlightenment, this and that. And I really don't understand what's the point of it. Like, the real point is to talk about the life which you have in your hand. There is no point to talk about how things will be when you have sorted everything out, because there's no need to talk about it. You have become so good at handling yourself that you can handle yourself. The only thing which is important and logical to talk about is things which are before enlightenment, the current state in which you're standing. That is the most important thing to investigate and to talk about. So I would suggest, don't involve yourself in this kind of things, how it happens, what it feels after enlightenment, what is this, and because this kind of videos attract more people, all the people are making this kind of videos. Okay, what are the signs of spiritual growth? What is this? Just don't go in this kind of stupidity. Focus on what you have in your hand. Accept your reality first. Accept that you're standing at point zero. Don't run straight to the top. You cannot. Even if you will memorize all those things, you cannot apply them in your life. Okay? So be honest to yourself. See your reality and start from where you are. Small steps. Okay? When you become good at it, then go to the next steps. And there is no need to talk about all this crap that people are doing. Okay? When a person is free, when a person has attention, when a person has this ability of awareness, sensitivity of awareness, this person doesn't need to talk about what you would feel, what you would do. There is no this kind of stupidity there. There is only clarity, and that clarity is guiding you. It's telling you what to do next. So there's no need to talk about it. The talk is only needed for the current state, the current place where we are. So please stop, prepare yourself and prevent yourself from all this kind of trash, even though there is a lot of it on YouTube. I hope I was helpful, and let's meet again in the next video.